Good evening, everyone. This is Gil at Camppatton Family Compound. Tonight we have with us Tammy from Rebel Canners and Mark from ChefTech. And it is the Monday Night Fireside Chat. And tonight's chat topic is one word: sourdough.
Hey, I got something quick I got to do quick. I'll be right back.
Okay. Well, he's dropping out, and Tammy made it in time.
Sorry, I was at the Historical Society's ice cream social dishing out ice cream. So
let's go up here and let me see. Make sure I say hi to everybody here. We got an AC guy coming to look at the AC unit across the street. So I've been dealing with stuff. He's supposed to be showing up anytime now. All right. So first one in was all right. First one making a comment was Crew 1351. They said they were third like first comment. So we got some thumbs up before they came in. Next was CB at Hugo Homestead. Then Geeky Gardens came in, followed by Shady Hill Homestead, then Prepper Girl, Shalom. And then we got Diana and Angels Homestead.
Angels.
Everybody's chit-chatting back and forth. And Diana's hitting up both sides. So,
yay.
Hang on, I need some water. It is how hot is it here? Hang on, let me check something here. Get that out of the way. I don't need that up no more. And it's acting up here. Let's try this one here. So we can get this one to work here. Got two monitors. I got Firefox on one and Chrome on the other. It says it's 94 outside. It says it's 83 inside. But
it was supposed to hit over 100 here today. I believe they were accurate. And tomorrow it's supposed to be 105 in the shade. And that's not with the heat index. That's just the actual temperature.
Okay, I'm no longer in high school, or I'm in my senior year in Fredonia, Arizona, where we had 3 days of 118 in the shade at the public pool.
Ugh.
Yeah. Oh man. Yeah.
But I do have a whole playlist of sourdough recipes, and I have about 3 different starters that I've tried. This last one I've used is phenomenal. It is not too sour. It tastes like regular bread, like good bread, like really good bread. It's made with a potato starter. And oh my gosh, I have it every morning, toasted with jam. And I'm out. I need to make bread again. But it is so good. Oh my goodness, it's so good.
Okay, I'm looking for the. Yeah, she's got a lot of playlists, folks. A lot of good stuff here. Going down, trying to find the.
I'm at almost 2,000 videos.
Yeah, looking for the sourdough.
And that's not counting the lives.
Yeah.
I think it's in fermented.
Rebel Bakers.
Rebel
Bakers. There it is.
Yeah.
Okay, so let me pull this up here.
It's cross-posted with fermentation because sourdough is a fermentation. So either of those playlists would have it.
Is that your Facebook page too, Rebel Bakers?
Yes, it is my Facebook page.
All right, never knew that. Oh well.
All right,
learn something new every day.
Yeah.
Control C. Here is the link to that playlist. Going in there right now. There it is. That's the link to her.
I do need to do a disclaimer there, Mark. I am the person who started the Rebel Bakers. I am the person who, we obviously named it, but I started it for a friend of mine. So although it is in our family of things, it's not one that I upkeep majorly because a friend of mine, that is her baby, and I just helped her get it going.
And Teresa just popped in on your side there, Tammy.
Yeah. Tammy is all rebel.
I am.
Yeah.
Where's the rebel Tammy page?
I just have a Rebel Canner's ID on Facebook.
No, you need a rebel Tammy page.
I think
right.
there's actually another rebel who is Tammy on YouTube. So we kind of get confused a little bit. I mean, we know who each other is, but there is another one that sometimes I run into.
Yeah. Well, for what happened, I don't know if anybody else noticed it, but all three of us froze and went first.
I'm always frozen.
I saw that, but then I was yawning, so it was okay anyway.
Okay.
Gil's doing his max headroom twitching.
Yeah. I thought it was just where I was sitting, where I'm on the internet.
So Kaylin just came in, said she's in a Zoom meeting right now, but she's letting it play. So,
Okay.
Thank you, Kaylin. So, but I've been a rebel as long as Tammy.
She's an OG. She predates Mark for being in the group.
She's probably one of the ones that brought me over from the other side when I was talking about.
She does tend to rescue people, yes.
Yeah, her trot sounds really familiar from 8 years ago and I probably still have the messages in my messenger. I just don't go there much.
Don't
anymore.
do Facebook anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah, it would help if you did.
Don't get me wrong.
Facebook.
I'll go there sometimes and scroll down like a page or two and just go, "Yep, this is why I'm not here." And then I'll go to the Rebel Canners page and be like, "Yep, this is why I don't post here anymore." It's the same question over and over. And I tried to post a meme there about a year or two ago, and it got blocked. I'm like, "Really? Okay."
Yeah,
I think I messaged you about it, and you were like, you messaged somebody that says, "Hey, let him go." So, but anyway, it's all good.
Just a second.
I wasn't able to make it to the farmer's market on Friday. I hit some of the place. Tammy, you just muted yourself.
No, she's talking to somebody.
Oh, she's talking to somebody else. Okay.
My son came in and asked me a question, so I had to mute so I could. You don't want to hear our pizza order. It's too hot to cook.
Is it on? Are you ordering pizza on sourdough pizza crust?
No, I wish.
Oh, you should have said yes. That way it kind of applies. So anyway.
No, sorry. But we did buy a tortilla press, and that video came out yesterday because we take our sourdough discard and make the world's best tortillas.
What, sourdough tortillas?
Yes. You use your sourdough discard to make the tortillas, and oh my gosh, they're 100 times better than store-bought. 100 times better than store-bought. And then we did them on the Blackstone. We cooked them on the Blackstone. Oh.
Yeah. Friday, when I said I was going to be going to the farmer's market up in Idaho Falls, but the loaf of sourdough I had picked up from Seattle, whatever it is, sourdough. The Walmart here carries like 3 different varieties of the sourdough.
Seattle's best.
Yeah, that's coffee.
Yeah.
And anyways, it's gone.
Of course it is.
Yeah.
Oh, my grandson, we go to the farmer's market and buy a loaf of sourdough. I can't keep up. But we go to the farmer's market and buy it, and oh my gosh, he'll eat he's 2 and he'll eat the whole loaf in a day. More.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I was like when my mom and grandmother never did sourdough, but they did a homemade bread all the time.
My mom did what she called Tupperware bread, which was kind of a sourdough.
But my younger brother and I, we were in Arizona, living in Arizona during my junior and senior year. Oh, we ate so much bread, and my mom kept saying, "Slow down! I just only baked 3 loaves today." They were gone.
Warm bread of any kind is like, yeah.
And if it was sourdough, we would have done the same thing to it, because prior to moving there, we'd been in the San Francisco Bay Area, and of course, San Francisco has some great sourdough companies over there.
Oh yeah.
Something about that salty sea air and the climate, the way, even in the summertime, you get 32 degrees blowing in off the ocean in the summertime. And it just keeps the city, fairly cool.
Let's make a French toast out of sourdough. Yeah.
And baguettes.
Tammy just blacked out.
Well, she hasn't totally disappeared. It's still detecting her camera, so it hasn't totally booted her.
Somebody probably texted her. Wasn't me. It wasn't me, Tammy. Not this time.
Oh, hang on. Teresa says mine was made with mashed potatoes.
Sourdough with mashed potato sourdough.
That's a potato starter. Yeah, potato starter. You do it with potato starter because potatoes have a lot of nitrogen.
Oh, okay. Hey, Tammy, I was going to say you might as well shut your camera off because you're glitching out really bad.
Yeah.
And she's frozen with the look of shut up, Mark. There it is.
There, better, Mark. Yeah, and I also went through that whole Herman phase. Where I did a teenager, I made a ton of stuff bread with starter. Starter Herman.
Yeah, your audio's really bad, Tammy.
I couldn't just do it. I took it off, and then I don't know.
All right, yeah, you're starting to come back. But yeah, one of the things I love, besides the I like taking the big flat loaves of sourdough where you got it like a slices about like that, is cutting in half and making a ham sandwich out of it. That's always good that way. But all right, we'll see if she can get back in.
Yeah, but she needs to go outside by the chicken coop. She gets better signal out there.
Yeah, one of the things that she's trying to come back. There we go.
Better now.
Yeah. Better now. Yeah. One of the things I really like in sourdough was we picked this. I mean, it's big. It's a Northern California thing that was really big. Is you get the balls, the sourdough bread loaves and balls, and then you cut the top out of it, clean it out, and cut it out and cube it up.
Soup bowl, yeah, soup bowl, bread
soup
bowl
with, and then you have a either a cheese dip or you have a little plate with the Parmesan, garlic, and other dry, and so you dip your one of the cubes that you cut out of the bread on a toothpick. You dip that in the soup, and you dip it in the powder mix. And now it's all flavored. And if it's potato soup, it's really good. And I froze. All right, Angel says, my sourdough doesn't raise right. It's got to be my timing.
Yeah. I also learned, this is what I learned recently. You fold the bread, you don't need it.
Wait, what?
You fold your bread, you do not need it.
Oh, yeah, I do that with my artisan loaves when I make those.
Yeah.
I just fold it like 3-4 times and let it sit. Fold it 3-4 times, let it sit. Do it one more time, and then I form it and drop it in my cast iron thing and throw it in the oven.
Yes. My thing is I used to make bricks, and then I learned you fold the bread, you don't need it.
Okay, that's good to know. Have you ever used
where's
ancient?
CR to say I need bread? Okay.
Yeah. Do you ever use ancient grains? In your sourdoughs.
Yes, but you have to. Here's the problem: whatever you're feeding your starter, that's what kind of bread you make. So, like, you have to start a different starter for those, because
Okay.
when you feed your starter the flour you feed it, that's what you're making the bread out of. You can't switch from one kind of flour to the other kind of flour back and forth easily, because you're growing the yeast that will feed best on what you've started it with. So if you want to use rye, you need to start with a rye bread flour for the starter. If you're going to do the ancient grains, you're going to want to do those as in that first batch when you're starting your starter.
Yay! Okay. I don't know if I mentioned it in here. I think I did. But the guy over there said it's a. My daughter just texted me. It was a dead capacitor. It's running now.
Yay! Very happy
What?
for them.
For a motor?
The AC across the street.
Oh, good.
So
Hey, Diana just asked a question. Did you read that one?
You can also, to finish the question we just had though, you can also buy yeast that are already formulated to work with different kinds of flours. All right.
right.
All
right. Good. Going back, I just missed that. I'm sorry, I'm multitasking here. What was that you just said, Tammy?
You can also buy specific yeasts that are already grown to target those flours. Especially if you're using the Asian ones, you might want to research which yeast. There's some really great all-purpose yeasts. I use a Red Star to name a brand name to get mine started, because that's what's usually available here. But I have also bought starter from Alaska to do my sourdough, and I've also bought starter from San Francisco to do sourdoughs. The San Francisco one will like give you the pucker. It is sourdough. I like a more mild, almost not sour at all sourdough. So again, you have to things, but the yeast is grown in certain climates. It's more developed. There is actually, side note, squirrel. There is actually over in Europe a repository collection of yeasts that are grown, and it's very specific to different regions, and this guy has gotten samples of each, and he has them, and they're very expensive to buy from him, but like he has some ancient yeast that he has reconstituted from archaeology samples. Like he grows some very rare ancient yeasts.
I think I saw one of his YouTube videos. He has like this warehouse full of chest freezers everywhere, doesn't he?
No, this guy has a lab with glass doors. Like you can see each yeast has its own compartment inside this little hermetically sealed chamber for every individual yeast, so there's no cross contamination.
Right.
Excellent.
Like they're treated like gold bars.
Oh,
and then you could, it's like in there, like all the top chefs use it, and he's collected samples of yeast from all over the world and specific to different breads and different times in history, and it's really cool. But wow.
Okay. Going to you talking about yeast specifically for the type of flour you're using. If you have a starter and you split it and you keep the one feeding it what you've been feeding it forever, and you start feeding the other one an ancient grain like acorn or whatever.
Don't start cold turkey. So you add maybe half or a quarter, and then the next time you feed it, you do half, and then the next time you feed it, you do 3/4, and then the next time you feed it, you can do the whole new flour.
Right. That's what I figured that when you first said it could acclimate itself to the new flour, but it's going to take time.
it's going to take time and patience. It's not.
Yeah.
It's not an instant thing, and it's again, they're very specifically.
Yeah.
I mean, yeast is a general term, but there's thousands of them.
Yeah. And Serena just came in on your side, Tammy.
Hey, Serena. Hi.
Okay, so going back to Diana's question here, are there other homemade breads not fermented?
Oh yeah, yeah.
I would think there's thousands.
Quick breads. Well, fermented technically is anything with yeast.
Yeah.
Well,
So I know there's a bunch of different unleavened breads.
Yeah, well, you can use
soda bread,
baking soda, baking powder, and you can do a lot of aeration in that to do similar things.
Yeah, Irish soda bread, which I've done a video on, is a bread that's not fermented, and it uses baking soda as the leavening instead of yeast.
That's a whole different method right there, because working with baking soda or baking powder, time is your enemy on that one.
Yeah.
I had a weird thought just now, and I could be totally off base with this, but biscuit dough. I love biscuits, but can that be done on a larger scale for like a mini loaf at least, or something like that?
Then it would be an English muffin.
You mean like Bisquick, make them like a loaf of biscuit instead of a loaf of bread?
Well, it's technically a type of bread, but
yeah, but it's probably, you can give it a shot. Let us know.
No, don't do it. You're wasting your time, because the inside will never.
Yeah.
You'll be blackened on the outside before you get the inside cooked. Okay. That would not. Yeah, that's not going to work. There's a reason they make them small and hand size. Cat's head biscuits being about the biggest I've ever seen successful. Yeah. But you can make like an English muffin loaf, which would be kind of like a biscuit. It's more like a biscuit than it is a bread.
My wife makes a cheesy biscuit, and they're fairly decent size. I mean, it's big as the palm of my hand. And
she makes the red lobster mix.
No, she makes this out using Bisquick.
Oh, okay, and cheddar cheese shredded.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
But yeah, I mean, those are gone by 9 o'clock that night. Even if she makes a double batch,
then it makes it to 11 at night.
Oh, it's all right. Serena's got a joke for us.
Okay.
Why does a baker always look for a he needs the dough? Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. That's good. That's good, Serena. That's a good one.
Can you hear the boys?
Just barely. Sort of. More because you pointed it out. I can't make out what they're saying. I just know that they're.
I can't make out what they're saying, but for me, it's loud and annoying. So, excuse me while I mute myself for a second.
Knock it off.
Grandpa's live. No more.
Give him another couple years, and he'll go live, and they'll all turn on their Wi-Fi devices and ruin his bandwidth.
No, there is no electronic devices allowed in this house by anyone under the age of 21.
Okay.
They've tried to bring this stuff over, get it out of here. The ones snuck it over about 4 times. I took it and I hefted it out in the field as far as I could.
What did he bring over? An iPhone?
No, one of those. They call them consoles, but they're basically like a little Game Boy type thing. And
oh, okay.
Yeah.
Good idea.
Cool. All right. Is it possible to make milk bread from sourdough?
Milk bread is an Oriental thing generally. That's its own recipe.
Category?
You can't mix and match on that. It won't be milk bread. It'll be like sourdough weird bread at that point.
Yeah, that's a no. That's a big no. Because it'd be like mixing an apple with an orange and expecting to get an apple pie. It's not going to happen. Because
It
milk
might,
bread
but I doubt
is
it.
more in what I would call the category of a pudding.
Yeah. If you've ever ripped a piece of milk bread apart, it's like itty bitty microfibers that just pull. I mean, it's really good. I've had Japanese milk bread. That's its own thing right there.
Yeah. It's
Hey, when you make, if you have sourdough left over, and not that it ever it is, but you can always dry it out and make breadcrumbs out of it. Now you have sourdough breadcrumbs.
Okay, for those that want to read what we're saying.
yes. I lost my train of thought now. Oh, sourdough discard. There are thousands of recipes for sourdough discard. There you can make crackers with it. Like there's no such thing as too much sourdough around here. You always can make 2 loaves instead of 1. Make crackers. We made the tortillas with our discard. I think I probably have 7 recipes of things I've done. Pancakes with sourdough discard are really good.
So I need a slight education here. What in your sourdough whatever do you discard?
So you make a sourdough starter, and
Right.
it can make anywhere from 2 cups to a quart of sourdough. You have to use all but your 1 cup. You save 1 cup to go forward for the next batch.
Okay.
My recipe to make a loaf of bread is 1 or 2 cups. I don't know, or to make my bread is like 2 cups. So anything above the 2 cups I need for my recipe to make my breads is discard.
Oh, so there's nothing wrong with it. You just don't need it.
I just don't need it. So then that is what they call the discard, because you don't save it. You don't leave it in with your other stuff, because you have to have a measured amount going forward to start for your starter for the next batch.
Gotcha. Okay.
So that stuff people would traditionally throw out. You know me, I don't throw anything out. That's why it's called discard. People traditionally discarded what was left over.
Okay.
We've all, as bakers, found uses for it.
Okay, so it's really still sourdough starter. It's just sourdough starter.
It's more than what you need for the next
There's
batch.
nothing wrong with
It's
not like it's dead or flat. It's not like it's dead or flat or anything like that.
No.
Oh, okay. Well,
It's
thank you
just
for
not
the
enough to make another loaf.
gotcha.
So
Okay.
it's a sub amount.
Right.
How often can you make a loaf of bread normally running your starter?
Every 3 days.
Every 3 days. So you could take that discard, set
If
it
you have
aside, and feed it a little bit, and maybe in a day and a half, that would be enough to do, or
Yes.
even a day. So
Well, you could get 2 starters, and then that's what people do. The more you bake, the more starter you make to have. So like if professional bakers that are baking every day either have a couple starters or they have way more starter that they want to babysit. I mean, some starters are intricately calculated. You have to weigh them. You have to weigh all your ingredients. You have to feed them. Like the Amish friendship bread, you're kneading the package that your starter's in, mixing it, or you're feeding it every couple of days to make bread once a week. So it can be as time consuming an activity where this could be a hobby that encompasses your whole life, or the starter we have now where you're doing something every 3 to 4 days, and if you don't get to it till day 5, it's not bad.
So if you don't feed, like if you make a starter, however you make it, you already said that. I have a starter in my fridge. If I forget to feed the dog, does the dog die?
Yes and no. It's not going to die in 3 or 4 days, but in a week, it's going to be sitting in its own little septic tank, and you're going to have to really work to get the live bacteria in there working again. It goes a little more dormant in your fridge than leaving it on your counter, but you're gonna have to work to get it back alive because you just left it in the yeast in its own little septic.
Okay.
So, it's a little outhouse in there.
I think this is why I don't deal with sourdough. My niece does. She loves it. She keeps offering me to send me some. I'm like, no, I'll kill it. It won't work. I'll forget about it. And she's like, yeah, okay, Uncle Mark.
It is an all-consuming hobby.
Yeah.
It really is. You have to babysit it. You have to do something with it.
Yeah. And that's what you're talking about with what Serena was mentioning here. You have to add to it every time you use it, and you use it frequently.
Yes. You know,
now, can you just keep feeding it, or would you wind up with like 20 gallons of starter in your
you
fridge
would
at
wind
some
up
point?
20 gallons of starter. You need to use
okay.
it.
And you can always take it and throw it out, and just if you keep feeding
can
as long
discard it and then feed it. Yes.
Discard. Yeah, you can make crackers out of it. Whatever, pancakes.
Make some crackers. Make some. Yeah, discard some. Make some crackers. You know, I mean, you can freeze it. You can freeze dry your starter. You dehydrate it, and then
I heard about that.
add water,
Still
and
mention
it comes back because that's what stores do, and that's what you're buying in the store. I also have a video on how to dehydrate your sourdough starter so that when you're ready, like you're going on vacation for 6 months, I don't know, I'm just being a ridiculous number, and you don't want to do it anymore for the summer or whatever, you can dehydrate it, and then when you come back and you want to do it again, you have your same starter and suspended animation, you add water, you feed it, and you go on from there.
Cool.
All right, that I could try.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, you know, I mean, there are ways to get around it. You know, you share it with other people and then they share back, like your niece, and you could go back and forth. You could get her discard and use it and try and see if you like it. Sourdough is definitely an acquired taste where there's so many, like I said, I've tried the ones from San Francisco. I've tried ones from Alaska. I've tried just the store-bought yeast. You really have to like kind of find what flavor you like.
Yeah.
They definitely have different levels of sour.
Your starter is basically self-fermenting. You don't actually add yeast to it. Sort of like grapes will ferment because of the natural yeast on the outside of the skins and make wine.
I mean, there are different. I've showed how to do starters that way too. You have to start with some yeast, whether it's yeast from air, yeast that's already on the flour you start with, or yeast off potatoes. You're starting with yeast off of something that you're putting in that jar with your flour, with your water, milk or water, and more water.
You just reminded me of something, Tammy. Just lost it. Pimento Prepared. About 3 years ago, he did a video of collecting wild yeast on his property there in North Carolina.
Pascal Lauder does a lot of collecting wild yeast off of. He used grains that like grasses, native grasses, to collect his yeast off of and do sourdough. I mean, you can start with just flour, water, and sugar in a jar, and if you keep feeding it, you will grow whatever yeast is in your home.
Now, does yeast like float to the top?
No, it's mixed in there.
Okay.
Yeah, it's mixed in there. There's some other really. We'll discuss.
You could probably make some real funky sourdough bread using like brewer's yeast that they make for different beers and that.
Yes, and that's kind of how they discovered beer.
Yeah, well, there is beer bread. You can make beer bread. You can't use the stuff you buy in a can because it's cooked. You have to find a local brewer, get his fresh beer, and then you can probably use that to make beer bread.
Yes. It was a group of, fun fact, this is how beer was discovered. It was a group of monks who baked bread for the local community, and they were fermenting the leftover grains to feed to their pigs. And I don't know which one tasted it, but they tasted it. They liked it. They started adding some hops, and the rest is the history of beer.
Yep. Okay. Well,
monks in France in these 1400s had nothing better.
Yeah. All right. Sorry, I got distracted there with information from across the street. They're all good. They're gone. So.
Yay.
Yay.
Air conditioner is important.
Yeah. Especially with Eli, the heat really triggers his outbursts with his autism. When you mentioned about the different flavors of sourdough, I noticed that the Walmart here in Idaho Falls carries 3 different varieties of the Seattle's sourdough. Sharp. Like I said, this one's more sharp. This one's more this. I got the medium one, and Danny was just loving it. Oliver never got a chance to try it.
Go figure.
Yeah, but in back in California there, with the San Francisco sourdough stuff, if we were getting the bowl, we got the more tangy stuff for a soup bowl. Bread bread becomes bowl for a soup bowl. If you're getting the more flattened loaf that like that you can use from you slice it, you cut it in half, you got 2 loaves of bread to make a sandwich. That was a little more mild. My cousin James liked the sharpest stuff he could find, and he ate the others, but when he wanted it for himself and everyone else to leave it alone, he would get the sharp stuff, and he would dip it in stuff. If he's having soup, if he's having chili, whatever, that's what he would do to dip into like the chili and stuff to eat it. Right. Because he said it makes it taste better. I took one whiff. He says like, I'm not quite ready for that. Yeah. Now I'm probably ready for it, but
there's a Scoville scale of sourdough.
Yeah, the sour scale.
Yeah, sourdough is an acquired taste. You either like it or you hate it. There's no people that are in between on it. You're not wishy-washy. You either love it or you hate it. I mean, the people that love it absolutely love it. But then there's these different levels of it. So, I like
it probably all depends on the first piece of sourdough you eat. Like if someone says, "Oh, it's sourdough bread. Here, try this." You try it. It's like, "Oh my God, now you're tainted. You will never like sourdough for a long time."
But you can make flavored sourdoughs. You can add to them. You can add cheese. We like a cheesy jalapeno one that we absolutely love. Right. I mean, you can add chocolate chips and make anything you can do with a regular bread, you can do with sourdough.
Ooh, my wife loves chocolate. Boy, does she love chocolate. I have to talk to her about that.
Yeah.
Because when I think we were married about 2.5 years, we went to Disney World with my mom, my older brother, and my sister and her husband. My older brother had worked 1.5 years getting everything laid out, because some of the places in Disney World, there's a 12.
You froze.
12-month reservation for like the restaurant that's in the steamboat restaurant.
Yeah.
It's 12 months out, and it's black tie.
Yeah.
They serve a dessert there called chocolate decadence. They ordered one plate of it, and it was about that big of a piece. It took all three, my wife, my mother, and my sister to finish it.
Yeah.
It was only this thick.
But it's rich. It's very rich.
Oh, yeah.
You know, it's not always about the size of the portion. Sometimes it's about the calories packed into that portion.
You
And
ever
so
made a
I'm-
sourdough raisin bread, Tammy?
Yes. Yes. Cinnamon raisin bread. Yes.
Cinnamon raisin, yeah.
We do this, take the sourdough discard and make cinnamon raisin twists. So
Oh,
like
cool.
kind of like a bread donut. I don't know how
Yeah.
like a
So like a churro. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, no.
Well,
More
churro's
like
more of a puff.
More
yeah.
like a bread, not a cake donut, a bread donut, where you're like just a slice of breadstick twisted, but it's got with another one, and then it's got cinnamon and raisins and like it's almost like a cinnamon roll, or a cinnamon bread.
Serena, the Amish stuff, the reason why it never goes bad is they are, constantly feeding it, constantly using it. And since it's constantly in use, it doesn't go bad. The yeast just grows and they take sample out and they just keep mixing and going and going and going and going. And I bet the Amish have like 2 or 3 going and 2 or 3 batches going. So every day they can make fresh bread.
Oh, probably.
And a starter doesn't necessarily go bad. What happens is you start to grow fungus or bacteria in there, and then you have to throw it out and start new. But there's starters that have been going in Europe for 1,000 years. That guy has his fridge.
Yeah, but it's not the same starter that they haven't touched. They just keep using it over and over and keep feeding it.
Yes.
Yeah.
And so long as they keep doing that, it's going to stay live and healthy, just like a person is being fed properly. It's going to be live and healthy.
You just got to keep feeding it the same food every time. If you start changing what type of flour or whatever you feed it, I guess that would change its tartness, flavor, stuff like that.
Yes. Yeah. And remember, yeast is a living organism. It can be used for good and it can be used for bad. It is a living organism. So you have to treat it with the respect you would any other living organism. Or if you leave it in its own waste, then it goes bad.
See you later,
you can skim off that. You'll see the yeast will actually be in the bottom, and you'll see a layer on top of like water that's icky colored, and you can skim that off when you start over. But that layer of waste will be right on top, and basically it cuts off the oxygen, and then more die, and
Okay.
It's not that it went bad; it's that you killed it.
Yeah.
You killed it.
All right.
Rigor mortis is setting in. You know,
so you said you can buy sourdough dehydrated or freeze-dried sourdough starters.
Yes.
Where is a good place to buy?
Amazon.
I don't think you would. Amazon. I don't think Amazon's a good place, is it?
Yeah, I ordered my Alaskan starter from a big tourist company. I don't even know the name of them. Same one that they sell a lot of ulu knives. Mm-hmm. The same thing with the San Francisco one. It was from a big company that sells tourist items to people that go to San Francisco. But then that guy, if you want to spend thousands of dollars on a starter, you can call up the guy with the super refrigerator.
I don't need bread that bad. I'll buy a loaf of Wonder Bread before I'll buy that. But anyway.
Yeah. I'm just saying he does sell it too. I saw that was in that video I saw of him. It was a documentary actually on a scientific channel like Discovery or something. But yeah, it's one of those things. You can be as snobby about it as you want, or just go to the store, go to Amazon. Like I've seen.
I wonder how much you have to for an average loaf of bread. It uses 1 cup or 2 cups of starter.
I think the recipe I use is 2 cups of starter, but that's for
okay. So if I were to make a good starter or find a good starter, get 2 cups of it, freeze dry 2 cups of it, That way it's ready to go. You can take what you need then, or more than that or less, so you can feed it, but you have to be able to know how much to feed it based on how much water you had to add back. That's a whole science thing. I don't think I'm looking to go and get into at this point.
Okay, you're making it more complicated than it is. So you freeze dry that starter, and it's actually, to start from the freeze dried, it's actually 2 tablespoons to, I think, a cup of water and a cup of flour and a couple teaspoons of sugar. That's how much you need to start it. You're making it way too complicated.
Oh, okay.
It'd be the same as like the packet of starter you buy from Walmart.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Don't need to be that complicated. It's easy.
I just decided, since you said Amazon, I decided to take a look. You got 233-year-old San Francisco. You have Sylvia Rye. 900-year-old organic fresh yeast culture. And then you have Wild Mother.
I want to try the Soviet Rye. Send me that link.
Okay.
I like a good rye bread, but I don't want, again, it's a taste thing. I don't want it to.
Right.
I want to make a black bread.
Yeah.
Oh, pumpernickel.
Yes, but not pumper. No, I want to make black bread, not pumpernickel. I don't want. They put other spices in pumpernickel. I don't like. I just want good black bread.
Yeah. This one here, I'm sorry, I was laughing at it.
By the way.
This one here, the company name is Captain Sour Pants.
Oh. Probably not going to recommend that one unless they send me a free sample.
Yeah, mature sourdough starter culture, 100 plus years, dehydrated sourdough kit for, okay.
Yeah, where is it they sending that from? Because although they're using all the right keywords, but my spidey senses are saying, no.
Yeah. Yeah, there are some of them here just because the way they're listed, it's like, Yeah, I like the ones that say San Francisco style. It's kind of like, okay, yeah, that's someone's just trying to do something.
You're not actually from San Francisco.
That's like New York style pizza in Alabama.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
nothing against Alabama, but New York is New York.
Yeah.
Best pizza I ever had was in Paris, France. Thought I'd throw that out there.
There you go.
Yes, it had anchovies and it had tomatoes on it. 2 things I don't like, but dang, it was way better than the other alternatives for what I could eat that I couldn't recognize.
All right, I'll get that link off to you here.
Yeah, so you can go, I'll try that Russian one. I think I'm going to try that just to be something different. And I want to get a rye starter going anyway. There for a while, you could not find rye flour during 2020, and now it's back in stores here because everybody was making their own bread at home.
Yeah, imagine that.
Yep.
Imagine that. And we still are because it's so much healthier. You know what's in it. There's no sawdust in it. There's no cellulose filler, aka sawdust. No ground up cardboard. No, it's actually food products in your bread. And yes, those things have really been found in store-bought bread, FYI.
Yep.
And they're hidden in the ingredients. You got to really read it. If you're buying bread from the store, really need to look for something that says whole grain. That's really important.
Yeah, but the dead giveaway is when they say it's got all these, calcium, niacin added, all these things added because they strip it all out when they make the flour and have to put it back again, and it's garbage.
No, I don't want that either. Yeah. You want made with whole grain.
Okay, get rid of that. There we go.
Thanks.
All right, I sent it to you.
I got it. It came through.
Cool.
But yeah, and it's really important. I mean, bread used to be on every table 3 times a day. It used to be really healthy. And then they're like, oh, this is not healthy. Starches are not healthy. Well, that's because you stripped all the vitamins from it.
Yep.
And then put it back in as processed
And then
crud
and then they
instead of-
started spraying all the grains with all kinds of stuff, and now we're eating that too.
Yeah. Well, I'm not, because I'm ordering my grains from Ezra Standard or someplace like that. I'm not. I won't.
I watched something the other night where they were going over like the 10 worst semi-fast food chains, fast food and quick serve, all that stuff with glyphosate in their products. The number one worst one, bad one, the worst one was Panera Bread.
Yeah.
Yeah. Have you tasted their bread? It doesn't even taste like bread anymore.
No.
Yeah.
Well, it had such a high it had like some ridiculous glyphosate content.
766 parts per million for Panera Bread.
Yeah.
McDonald's was at 5.27 or something like that.
Right.
And the lowest one, I can't remember which one it was, but it was 4.6 parts per million.
Yeah.
Right.
Have you tasted Panera Bread's bread?
I used to eat it. I don't eat it anymore. No.
I had it once this winter, and it's supposed to be a little sourdough loaf. It's like, the size of a little biscuit, and now it's like half that size. And you could chuck it at somebody and kill them. Like, you could use it to play baseball. It's so hard and so nasty.
Yep.
Whoever is baking it for this company doesn't like bread and doesn't have to taste their own food.
Yeah.
Never trust a baker that won't eat their own food.
Yeah. Yes, Serena, it was grain, not brain.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Subway was up there too. And Subway bread.
They got the yoga the yoga mat in there. I forget what that is. Yeah.
Has been banned by Ireland.
Yeah.
Yep.
And is it Sweden, Norway also banned it?
Pretty much any country other than the United States bans the use of any glyphosate on their grains. Yeah. Period. We're the only country that does it, and it's okay up to certain parts per million. You're fine. It's within the range that we set. Yeah, they want us dead, but that's another story.
Okay, back to Gil's topic. Just so you know, glyphosate targets females for
reproductive. Yeah.
Yeah. No, cancer.
Oh, that too. Yeah.
Yeah. So think about that when you're thinking about what you're consuming.
All right. Got a question here from Serena. What is Irish soda bread made from?
Everything.
Leprechauns.
I'm hitting you. Can you feel that? Stop that.
Sorry, Serena. I
him,
had to go there.
Him, not me. Him.
I am. See?
No, you hit me. You hit me.
I just went through the corner of your screen to get to him.
They use that. They don't use Mountain Dew. They use Rainbow Dew from the leprechauns that they find by the pots of gold. I'm kidding.
It's baking. It's bread that uses baking soda as its leavening agent to rise. So there's no yeast in it. It is a chemical rise. It's a very quick to make bread. You can make it within an hour. Mix it, put it in a pan, and bake it right away. It's
sort of like a cake. There's no yeast in the cake. It's all baking soda, eggs, and stuff that causes it to rise.
Flour, salt, sugar, and it's got a baking soda for the loft.
All right. Okay. Mark, Serena like that leprechaun joke. All right. So we're hitting the time here. All right. Coming up tomorrow on Gray Man Prepping. It's Gray with an A. What is the hardest part of prepping for you?
Stopping.
Storage space.
Bread. That's gonna be a hard one right now. Trying to get stuff done on that.
You can bread.
The garden's the other, but we'll talk more about that tomorrow night on Gray Man Prepping.
Wait, we can can bread? Yes, we can can bread. Yes, we can.
Yes, you can bread.
Yeah.
You can buy bread canned in the stores. Just
Yeah, but it's
doesn't
more
have a
fun to
long
do it
shelf
yourself
life.
in the oven.
All right, tomorrow night on Thursday night on Gray Man Prepping, the Midnight Ride. That's at 10 o'clock Eastern. Oh, I got some good articles from Kaylin, and I found some really funny and some heart-touching memes as well for Thursday night. Friday night back here is coping with weeds, going to the garden again. So coping with weeds. Saturday on Gray Man Prepping is flipping from what last Saturday was. This Saturday, it's after all the women vanish. What are your plans?
Oh, that I might get on that one because I missed the last one because I disappeared.
Yeah. And then next Monday, cooking in cast iron.
Okay. I got that
Sure.
one covered.
Yep. And I got two hopefully by then I will have the two brand new cast iron skillets I got. I'll do a video of taking the pre-seasoning off, getting it back down to the bare metal, and using some nice tallow to re-season it from scratch.
Yeah.
I bought some more little cast iron pans at a garage sale. I absolutely love them. I got to reseason them too.
I got two pans that live on my stove. I got my mom's chicken fryer. It's like a 4-inch deep by 10-inch. That one perpetually has oil in it for deep frying. It just lives there. Oil doesn't go bad. It just lives there. And then the other one just sits next to it. And that's the one I just had my dinner in tonight. I had a burger. Last night I had eggs. I just throw it in the sink with a plastic brush and just hot water, scrub it off, throw it back on the stove. And that thing's got about 100 years of seasoning on it. It was my mom's.
Yeah.
I think I have a video on zucchini bread, but my favorite zucchini bread you add chocolate chips to. So take any zucchini bread recipe and add some chocolate chips. Makes it way better.
Okay. Oh, my wife is either going to love me or hate me. My wife is either going to love me or hate me when I give her all these chocolate chip ideas for breads.
Hey, make zucchini bread, throw the chocolate chips in it, just make it a little thinner, and you can make zucchini bread pancakes.
Yeah.
You can make
Chocolate
zucchini
chip.
pancakes.
Chocolate
Just
chip zucchini pancakes. Yeah.
Yeah. Quick
And
bread.
you can also zucchini brownies are really good.
Okay. I got a list of stuff now to give her. All right, everyone. Thanks for coming in. And for those of you that shared it out, thank you. And if you like the one comment I have posted on my side, and let me see if I can bring it back up over here. Let me just read. All right, either side. If you have any ideas for topics for us to use, either email Tammy or email myself, and we can get it into the schedule, so we can make sure we have something for you that you guys really want to know about. All right, everyone. Take care.
Have a good night.